And we will update you all on the other results. The classical game between Anish Giri and Fabiano Caruana is about to be drawn. So we will see more chess today, more action in Armageddon.
Absolutely. And that's our favourite part of the event. It's so unique. And there we see Gukesh attack Hikaru's pawn.
Actually, he's giving a good fight.
Yeah, Hikaru nearly touched the piece and then he took his hand back. He was like, sorry, I'm going to play something else. He was about to push his e-pawn forward.
It's getting more and more difficult for him to convert his advantage. I mean, he has an extra pawn, but now you have to put effort. Probably king f7, f6, g5.
Yeah, things are disappearing from the board, so drawing chances may be increasing, but black should have enough pawns remaining. I'm impressed the players are still writing down their moves with only a 10-second increment.
Well,
probably they have to, right?
I think they have to, but Gukesh now down under 10 seconds, and he has to make a move. Ooh.
2 seconds left when he made that move. The black king is coming though, Judith. The remaining piece, the remaining forces in black's army are being activated. Oh, the white knight having to retreat some really bad squares, but still fighting.
Hikaru coming forward with his king.
Increased his time to 30 seconds.
He does. But somehow you feel that both players are super stressed. This is not calm chess by any means.
No, and we do have confirmation that the other remaining classical game between Anish Giri and Fabiano Caruana was a draw in an opposite colour bishop endgame. So we will see the Armageddon clash between those two in around 20 minutes time. But meanwhile, all eyes on Gukesh against Nakamura.
Now bishop g4 is in sight.
Oh, 5 seconds for the youngster. He defends his pawns. Black still needs to create that passed pawn.
Well, bishop e6 is something to consider for Nakamura, right?
Yeah.
Is he going to be simplifying? Is it the best way to win?
Yeah. And you see Hikaru
the bishop jumping.
Indecisive, that he was reaching for the king when he changed his mind and said, well, let's put my bishop on a stable square.
I love what Gukesh has been doing though. He's made it really difficult for the black king to enter, to break into the white half. Black still maneuvering around with the bishops. Feels like Hikaru doesn't want to commit yet to a specific plan.
But I'm thinking if I thought maybe a4 and bishop a2 could be an option, but knight d2.
I think he's going to go for the other plan you mentioned, Judith. He's going to make sure the circumstances are all perfect, and then he'll trade off maybe light squared bishops and run with the black king in one of the two directions, maybe against the kingside pawns on the side for white there that have been abandoned.
Maybe he wants to go bishop c6 and a4 after all.
Yeah, at the right moment makes a lot of sense. But no need to rush. I think really good practical play here from Hikaru. He's just gaining 10 seconds after every move, asking a few little questions here and there. There's no need to rush at all.
Yeah, and also black is preparing, having his bishop on c3, that let's say he's going to king f6, exchanging the bishop, the white square bishop. Let's say the white king wants to go to the center to d3, e4, f5, then a4 breakthrough.
Right.
Can be an option.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I was thinking, improve the king as much as possible. And you have an extra pawn on the queen side. Use it.
Though now probably bishop e6, bishop g4, bishop f5, and the pawns will fall off. It falls off already.
Yeah, and it was said there in the featured chat just a few moments ago, but Zugzwang, I think that previous position, white had to let something go, and now suddenly he's forced to push pawns, forced to weaken his own pawns, and one target became two targets. The g4 pawn now is simply dropping. I think with it, white's position falls apart. Nothing left to cling to. Really nice technique, and Gukesh does resign. He offers his hand. Hikaru takes the win.
Wow.
Whew. What a game.
What a victory by Hikaru.
Yeah, I mean, it really was a very well fought game by Hikaru. First of all, the opening choice, it was tense. It forced Gukesh to think and perhaps feel slightly uncomfortable. But I thought Gukesh actually rose to the challenge quite well, and it was a very, very balanced game. And then at the end, it was just pure stress as both players just fighting with their instincts just to make those good moves. And Hikaru showing his class and walking away with 3 points.
Yeah, that's a very important victory for Hikaru. But we could see when he arrived that he had all the self-confidence. He didn't pay too much attention what has happened yesterday in the Armageddon game. And he must have felt very comfortable and good in his comfort zone going into the confessional boost twice even.
I think he did 3 times.
3 times, yeah.
And now mulling over the game with his young opponent. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that content when Hikaru does a recap video of this really dramatic game. Let's not forget, though, that Gukesh put up a great fight and actually had one moment where he could have struck back when it looked almost hopeless. And I'm hoping we can do a recap of this at some point. It was really dramatic in the end, but great endgame technique.
Yeah.
Shows the power of the 2 bishops, Hikaru Nakamura.
Absolutely. I would actually love to see that moment because it was one golden opportunity.
Yeah, and let's try and jump back into that game. Just one key moment decided this one, or at least didn't give Gukesh the opportunity to fight back. It was it was a very difficult tactic. He only had 10 seconds on the clock. Hikaru was in control, so the momentum was on black's side, but it was here that white missed after bishop d4. A big mistake, actually, as we see from the question mark. Suddenly white could have struck, not by retreating to e2. We'll see why this was a mistake in a moment, but if he had retreated to